last year at Enterprise Connect, we introduced Amazon, their first time ever at the show, and they've had one heck of a year, which is why I'm so happy to welcome them back. I'm speaking with Mr. Carlin Wiegner. He's a general manager of Amazon Chime and Amazon Connect. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us.
Thanks for having us.
Now, the first question has to be, well, what are you doing here? I mean, you had a great year with Amazon Connect last year. I heard there were a few things that went on at the keynote. Can you catch us up?
Yeah, this year we were here to talk a lot more about Alexa for Business, which is our newest offering in the communication space, which really brings the power of Alexa into your workplace, allowing you to extend it with private skills and things that make sense in a work environment. Combined with what we did last year around Connect, our contact center product, and Amazon Chime, our UC product, we've got a fair amount going on compared to a couple of years ago.
Well, what I love about this story is it started so long ago. I remember when Amazon first released the Echo product line with the Echo, with the voice assistant, and it was one of these sleeper hits where suddenly people said, wow, this is really good technology released at the proper price point, and as they started to develop skills for it, they realized the potential of the product. It's now made itself into the work with Amazon for Business. Tell me a little bit about what you envision it being used for.
Yeah, I think it's, the most exciting platform plays are ones where you have a hard time envisioning all the possibilities. I don't think people thought the iPhone was going to be a huge gaming device, or some of the other use cases people use it for, a mobile retail checkout device. So we don't even know all the things that we can do with it. We get really excited to come to events like these because we spend a huge amount of our time with customers, and they tell us what they're using it for. They tell us how they're hacking it and doing new things. So we hear great examples of people using it in fast food restaurants to communicate between franchise operations and corporate operations. Just unbelievable stuff. And so each new week brings exciting new opportunities for that Alexa business.
I can only hope that the future for Alexa for Business will be like with the original Echo, where maybe the best use case isn't even something you've thought of yet. Someone will create a tool, someone will create an integration that is going to blow us away. That's what really excites me.
I came to Amazon via an acquisition, and that was what we were really excited about, is that Jeff Bezos' legendary patience combined with a big idea really allows technology people to work on hard things for long stretches of time and do fun and exciting things. And so you're totally spot on. It's one of the things Amazon's really well known for, whether it be drones or any number of other things, where we get excited about an idea and we chase it.
All right, let's pivot a little bit to last year. Last year, Amazon showed up, AWS presented Connect Contact Center. And it was one of these, okay, I understand why Amazon would get into this business, but it is a crowded market, it is a competitive market, it is a market with so many startups and established players that people didn't know how it was going to go. So let me ask you, how has been the year for Amazon Connect?
Yeah, that was a pretty common recurring thing when we first got started. People were saying, hey, I can't believe Amazon's doing applications. I think of you, specifically AWS, as an infrastructure provider. And we sort of joke a lot, well, you used to think of us as a book provider or this or that. So we constantly found ways to surprise people and delight people, especially when we think there's big opportunities. We felt like in the contact center space, people had gotten trapped into a particular type of thinking. In particular, they were thinking of on-premise products, and then just putting them in someone's closet was the definition of cloud versus a built from the ground up as a cloud product. And so whether it's the quickness you can get deployed, or bringing our AI technologies like Lex to the equation, or our utility billing model, we feel like there's 3 or 4 or 5 things that are really different about that product compared to the incumbents in that space.
Yeah, and I think it's the machine learning and the metrics that I get out of my AWS services that really it makes the case for the contact center. I mean, why wouldn't I want that same sort of business intelligence to come out of some of the most precious data that my organization's going to have?
Absolutely. I mean, contact center is one of the lifelines of your company, just like whether it's e-commerce or CRM or whatever the front side demand gen tool chain is. That means it's really sticky, it's integrated with almost every system in your organization. But when you can make a change there, you can change customer retention, you can change all sorts of stuff, which really tends to move the needle for customers.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about that change, because one of the changes, one of the disruptors has been Chime. Mm-hmm. Now, could you please explain to the folks at home what Chime is, and then tell me what's new?
Yeah, so one of the big themes of this conference for maybe almost 10 years now has been unified communications. The idea that you can communicate with your coworkers or customers or partners or people you may hire one day using a set of tools other than email and the phone. Amazon Chime was launched last year, Valentine's Day, about a year before, or about a month before this event, and we really came to market with the same set of ideas as Connect had. Really, let's get you up and deployed really quickly. Let's deliver a different type of user experience. In the case of Chime, we focus on getting you to your meeting on time, having a really productive meeting, and then same thing there, disruptive pricing model. Yesterday, we announced that we're bringing a new level of consumption-based pricing, the first daily pricing to this product category. So it's now $3 per user per day. When you think about 15 months ago, the average customer was signing 2- and 3-year deals for users that they had no idea how many people would use it or how many people they would have working at the company. It's just a huge difference with per-day pricing and a 2-year agreement.
We've been speaking with Carlin Wiegner. He's the general manager for Amazon Chime and Amazon Connect. Carlin, I want to thank you so very much for sharing your time with us. If you could please tell our audience where they can find you, where they can find out more about AWS, more about Chime and Connect, to perhaps plan for their future deployments.
Sure. Come on down to the Amazon Web Services booth here on the showroom floor and come talk to us more about what your particular challenges are.
Thank you, Carlin, and thank you to you. Be sure to stay tapped because we've got plenty more from Enterprise Connect 2018.